Hi GP, I will show you how to replace the BMS and the switch module on the Lacroix. First thing we have to do is prepare the tools. Tools I have, it's a number 2 Phillips screwdriver and 2mm X key. You can also use, like, I'm gonna use this one. This is also a X key, but this is another one. So first thing we want to do is to unplug the battery. So this is glue on the fog box. You can just like remove it. So this is, by the way, this is all the black glue you see is UGG glue. So if you have issue removing it, you can just eat it a bit. This board is probably a little bit easier to remove since it's pretty brand new. So first thing, we'll unplug the battery. Second thing, we're just gonna unplug the BMS on the side. To do so, you can just push on the side. So here we go, we have to remove it. So next thing I want to do is to unplug the battery. It's unplugged, sorry, not the battery, the switch. So we want to unplug the switch. As you can see, this one is a bit stiff. So usually you can take it with a screwdriver also. So there we go. Here we have one, and then you can also like remove the Bluetooth ear, but if you don't want to damage the paper, you can leave it there and just remove the dots on the corner, so that way we expose the screws. So let me just do this corner here. There we go. And the other one here. Oh, actually, I think I might be able to just unscrew it. Yeah. So now we're removing the screws on the BMS. It's a bit hard to see. We'll remove the 4 screws. There's one here, and each corner. So we'll just remove them. This one is a bit stuck in place because of the glue. So now the BMS should nearly be free. There we go. Other thing, we'll just unplug the 2 fog box, which is this one and this one. Oops, sorry for the shaky camera. I have like a homemade rig right now, so help you see. So now we'll use this thing, just like removing the glue. It's a bit rough to remove. I'm just gonna take the first screwdriver. Oh, okay. Took my little tweezer, so I'll be able to. Oh, we're good. As you can see, this one I have like a bit more difficulty because it's oh, sorry, because there's a there's a little stand underneath, so usually it should not be a problem, but in this case it's just running free around. So I'm taking some so here we are. Okay, so this one is removed. Now I have to remove the glue on this one here. There we go. I have to unscrew it. So now, once we have removed the 4 screws on the BMS and the 2 screws on the switch, we should be easily able to remove the switch assembly and the BMS right here. As you can see, I'm just trying to salvage the little paper sheet on top, so I'm really cautious about removing it. It's because I don't want to remove the BMS. I don't want to remove the Bluetooth from here because it's leaving a big gap. So yeah, also you have to disconnect the charge port. Forget this one. So here we are. Here we have like the old assembly, and to put it back together, I just have to make sure that I don't leave any screws inside. So I want to here's my other screws. Okay, so, and to put it back in place, same thing as once we remove it. First, you want to also make sure that this pad is there. If it's not there, I think one in the envelope we send you. You can just glue it underneath the switch and should be able to put it back in place. So to put everything back, we'll just do the same thing as we did once we remove it. But we'll start with the switch, which is easier to put. So let me just align the screw. Did I put it back? No, I didn't put it back in the right place. My bad. So yeah, maybe if I just remove all the glue, it's gonna be easier. So now we'll just put it back. Now I start with this side, and I want to make sure that my cable are free on this side here. Then I can put my other screws in place. So here we are. This is securely in place. Also for the BMS here, I want to make sure that I have the little pad on the top and the other heatsink pad. If it's not there, once you remove the plate on your BMS, because this is on the BMS I have give you, you still have the shield on it, but if you just have to remove the shield the same way I've done, and you can put it easily back in place. So now to put the BMS back in place, I want to make sure that this cable is passing in between the little spacer here and the MOSFET right there. So this is good. Okay, and then if you decide to keep, or you can just use the fresh pad here. I'm not trying to be cheap. It's just because this is like another customer board. I want to keep it. I don't want to have like big scratch on the paper. So now here we go. The screws is in place. Then we have to put the other screws back as well. So there we are. This cable here, let's go underneath. So here we are. Sorry for the long video and not so good video, in fact. It's just it's made quite fast. We we'll probably have more professional video in the upcoming months, but we didn't really have time to work on it. So you're plugging the charge port back. If your charge port is damaged, I think I have leave you one in the box, so you can probably change it. Also, I think I give you another switch, so if you want, you can probably best for you is going to be change the switch also. So the switch it's just probably the same as the board. You have to remove the glue, then you unscrew it. I won't do it for this one because I don't want to mess up too much this board. But you have to just remove the glue here. You'll be able to unscrew the little nuts here. And then we pass the cable underneath the switch here. So the switch pass here, and you have the cable that goes in one place and the other. And I think that's all. If you have any question, feel free to ask. Thank you.